So we all knew it was coming, but it's finally here now. SoFi is actually allowing for extended trading on their SoFi Invest app. So normal trading hours are 9:30 a.m. all the way through to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The way that SoFi wants to do it, or actually has done it, is 9 a.m. all the way through to 8 p.m., giving an additional 4.5 hours, 30 minutes in the morning, an additional 4 hours in the evening. So as a SoFi member, it's clear why this is great news, because you'll have more time to buy and sell your stocks. But as an investor, it's a little bit different on how it benefits us. But for that, you have to understand how SoFi Invest makes money on their members, okay? And it's from the amount of transactions that gets placed through the platform, because we actually do payment for order flow. So opening up the trading hours for an additional 4.5 hours is just more time to make more transactions go through our platform. But what I'm interested in is really a two-part question as an investor. Is this going to bring new members onto our platform that aren't here already because of the extended trading hours? Or is this going to help with existing clients bring on new amounts of money into our platform because they don't need other platforms for that specific feature like extended trading hours? But I can clear one of these questions up pretty quickly. So let's imagine a client that has two separate banking institutions. Happens all the time. And one of them is SoFi, okay? They have all of their digital banking through us, all different lending products and everything, but then they also had some money with Robinhood just on the side, just in case of extended trading hours, trading news that might have come up that they need to act on, so they have a little bit of money separated on that account. Okay, so the common consensus would be that SoFi now offers this feature, so why would the client keep this account open? They can actually, consolidate all of their money under one platform. And this is where things sort of get into a little bit of a gray area, because the term extended trading hours are not all the same across different brokerages. For example, whenever SoFi just created their extended trading hours, they allowed it to go from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Whereas Robinhood's extended trading hours are from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Okay, so an additional 2 hours that they have on top of us that we won't be able to get as SoFi members. Now, I definitely don't know all the logistics of how much it costs us to, choose different amounts of hours, right? Why we chose 9 a.m. and why they chose 7 a.m. And how much of, additional R&D that would cost, or the charges that it might go through the clearinghouse for us to get these extended trading hours. But the differences of hours of those 2 hours is not going to matter in the eyes of the consumer. They're going to keep money on the brokerage that has the better trading hours for the hours that they're able to trade in. Now, if they don't care about early hours, they still might use SoFi, but if they do care between 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. and they have a Robinhood account already, they're not going to consolidate it over to SoFi until we have that feature available to them. Now, what percentage of the clientele is that specific? Who knows, okay? What percentage of the clientele even uses extended trading hours in the first place? It's not that much in the first place, okay? Most people do a lot of their trading between 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Look, to me, it's still not a big difference, but to some consumers, it is important to know the difference, because that's why they might choose one brokerage over another. It's the same reason why I worry about SoFi options trading, is because there is a big difference between what Robinhood is doing versus all of the other myriad of options that they have to buy their options trading, right? If you're going to place an option and you're a type of options trader, then you're going to want to go with the cheapest one. And Robinhood just blows everyone out of the water whenever it comes to options trading. And just because SoFi has that product does not mean that it's going to actually be competitive versus the rates that other companies offer. And next, this is super important, but how much did it cost us to actually make this new product of extended trading hours for SoFi? The R&D that must have gone into it and all these different things, right? I don't know until, Q2 is actually posted, but it's going to be really important to know, considering that people now, considering it's a bank with a bank charter, are looking for profitability in this company. And if we continue to pour money into products that might not bring us a significant return, is it worth it to put out these products? I'm super excited, because the more optionality means less reasons why people would choose one brokerage over another, but there's got to be a cost to all these features. Looking at our last published quarter, we can see that we increased our financial services products by 111%, okay? But in that same quarter, we increased the amount of revenue that we made on our financial services products by 264%. That is a massive increase in the amount of monetization per client that we're actually receiving. Now, there's a myriad of different reasons for this, right? A bigger increase, like a 500% increase in credit cards, it's like a lending product in a financial services category, right? Margins trading is another one. And, SoFi Money is bringing in a ton more than they expected. But if we can actually start to increase the monetization of SoFi Invest through things like extended trading, this could be a massive improvement in our, monetization of this category that's still growing at a ridiculous clip. So that is the hope for every SoFi investor, is that extended trading and the other products that we put out like options increases our monetization. Now, if it can also increase the amount of member growth and people were waiting for extended hours before they came here, that's a plus plus. But it's mainly in the amount of extra money that we receive from this category that's really going to bump up the stock. But enough of that. In other SoFi related news, we have Anthony Noto, the CEO of SoFi, buying another $150,000 worth of this stock at $7.07 a share. Now, I've been tracking this since May, right? He did big sprees buying here, and then, in March, and then in May, he bought again, okay, continuing it into June. But this is now at $2.15 million that he's bought in so far in just the last couple months, okay, increasing his amount of ownership in this company by 8.81%. And like SoFi Dog has been saying on Twitter, the only reason why an insider buys the company is because he believes that the stock price is actually going to go up. He already has massive ownership in this company, one of the biggest in the actual, company itself. But so if he's buying an additional 8.8%, it's purely because he thinks that it's undervalued. Now, I always say this every time I bring up the stock, but he is buying with a bias, okay? Although he's not allowed to buy with an insider buying, he's not going to be putting an additional 150,000 if he knows that member growth is going down. If he knows that products are not hitting their targets and he doesn't think that he's going to hit it in this quarter, why would he buy now? He would wait till after. So I do believe that this is a great sign that they're still very much on target and that everything that's going well for SoFi continues to happen, right? At least to an extent where he believes that we're undervalued. Whether or not it goes back up to $25 a share, by the end of the year, I don't know. But what I do know is that buying down at this price is happy enough for me, so I continue to add to my position. And the reason why I keep adding to my position is because I believe at least by 2030 that I'm going to retire off this stock. You can see all my math right here. You can check out that video right there. But if you guys could, like the video and subscribe down below if you want to see more financial content just like this.